Welcome to Go Play Outside, a show that introduces you to hotspots for outdoor adventure. The outdoors is full of beautiful landscapes just waiting to be discovered, so come along, let's go play outside. This episode is brought to you by Pine Needle Mountaineering, your local gear experts since 1976. It is a winter sport involving skis that doesn't require a lift ticket, but these skiers are still headed uphill. It is called ski mountaineering, and this sport is gaining traction as a popular winter endurance sport in North America. Ski mountaineering, or skimo for short, is a timed racing event following established trail through a series of checkpoints. The sport is a variant of the recreational activity of alpine touring, also known as randonnée skiing. Alpine touring traditionally entails a multi-day trip across ungroomed mountainous terrain. Both require a skier to travel uphill and downhill under their own power. They each include elements of backcountry skiing on downhill portions of the course, while technical areas may require a skier to pack their skis and use a rope to ascend the course. Although alpine touring most often takes place on ungroomed slopes, ski mountaineering races are often hosted at ski resorts, employing a mix of both groomed and ungroomed backcountry track. Today, we are at Wolf Creek Ski Area for a ski mountaineering event right on top of the Continental Divide. On average, the Wolf Creek Ski Area has more snowfall than any other resort in Colorado, totaling approximately 480 inches annually, making it a great place to race. The race includes 5 climbs, totaling approximately 5,000 feet in vertical ascent, as well as 5 descents and 2 boot packing areas. Mandatory gear includes special alpine touring skis, bindings, and boots, a helmet and a pack, as well as an avalanche beacon, a shovel, and a probe to be able to respond to avalanche situations. Alpine touring boots and bindings are similar to telemark gear because they allow the heel to move freely in the uphill ascent, but alpine touring bindings also allow the skier to lock the hills for the descent. Alpine touring boots are generally lighter than traditional boots to reduce weight, and alpine touring skis are designed to be shorter and wider than traditional skis for better maneuverability. Ski mountaineering is the fastest growing segment of the winter sports industry. The sport is popular for people looking to avoid the high costs of downhill skiing at resorts, as well as alpinists who are looking for a form of exercise more demanding than downhill or cross-country skiing. Although it may seem like a newly invented sport, ski mountaineering has an ancient history. Scandinavian petroglyphs portray humans using skis to travel and hunt. Without the convenience of ski lifts, these early skiers no doubt traversed the mountainous terrain of Scandinavia in all directions, going downhill, across flat areas, and uphill as well. Upward mobility was accomplished on skis by attaching animal skins to the bottom of the skis, allowing the skier to gain traction on the snow. European militaries used the same techniques to patrol mountainous areas in winter. A skiing sport called military patrol was part of the official Winter Olympics Games in 1924 and is considered the predecessor of the modern biathlon. Drop the marksmanship element and add back in the mountainous terrain, and you get ski mountaineering. One of the most famous early skiers to implement the techniques of ski mountaineering in the United States was John Snowshoe Thompson. Despite his name, he actually used homemade wooden skis, but the people of California considered the skis a variant of the snowshoe. Thompson used his knowledge of Norwegian skiing techniques to carry mail during winter to isolated communities across the Sierra Nevada mountains. He skied the 118-mile round-trip trek between Placerville, California and Genoa, Nevada for 20 years. Today, he is considered the father of California skiing. One of the challenges in a ski mountaineering competition is making sure to wear the appropriate clothing. Ski mountaineers must make sure their clothing is light enough that they don't overheat while skinning to the top of the course, as this workout generates a great deal of body heat and sweat. At the same time, it is important for the clothing to be heavy enough to prevent the wind from freezing the racer during the descent of the mountain. With the rise in popularity of ski mountaineering, many ski resorts have seen an increasing number of people hitting the mountain without buying lift tickets. Crested Butte Ski Resort in Colorado was one of the first resorts to embrace the new trend and offers a discounted day pass for those skiers who are opting not to use the lifts for exercise. The race starts at the bottom of the mountain with a frenzy for the lead on the path upward. Skiers start with their skins on for the uphill climb. Modern skins are made of a synthetic material with special fibers that are designed not to slide backwards, similar to the traditional animal skins. At the top of the course, the skiers must transition out of their skins quickly for the downhill run of the course. Unlike normal downhill ski gear, ski mountaineers have a lighter style boot and binding, which can make downhill sections a little more tricky than normal alpine skiing. Once at the bottom of the course, the riders must transition back into their skins. It is critical for the skiers to make this transition quickly, as every second counts. Several boot packing sections along the course required skiers to pack their skis on a backpack while they moved forward on foot. These sections can be either technical climbing areas or crossing areas with little or no snow cover. After 5 trips to the top, the racers head for the finish line on their rubber legs. Today's race was an individual race hosted by the Colorado Ski Mountaineering Cup organization, known by the acronym COSMIC. Other competitions offer variants of the sport. The most traditional form is the team race. But there are also sprint races, relay races, and vertical-only courses. Although it is just beginning to take hold in the United States, ski mountaineering is popular in Europe, where hundreds of races are hosted each year. The International Ski Mountaineering Federation is lobbying for the inclusion of the sport in the 2022 Olympics. Originally a sport that developed out of the ancient necessity to travel across mountains in winter, the sport of ski mountaineering is experiencing a strong resurgence as a new way to experience the slope and to get exercise, as well as a new sport for the hyper-endurance athlete.